CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code chicken.
Guys, the chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, as we can see, Season 19, Wreck with Mech. Now, I'm going to talk about why I think this is actually a bad idea. We'll get into my final Warships rank here in a second. Also, don't forget to use the code chicken in the shop if you're going to grab instant training or refresher or anything for the season coming up. Because I am doing the giveaway very, very soon. So make sure you got that code entered in the shop. Just let me know that you did it down below in the comment section. Now, yesterday's video, what do we have today? Hammerman? Okay, let's just do a couple of these. Now, yesterday's video, I talked about, looking ahead to Season 19. Now, at the time, I honestly didn't know that a lot of people had already found out that it was titled Wreck with Mechs already. And even if I did know, I don't think that was supposed to come out. I think that was a bug or a glitch or something. So the whole point of what I'm saying is I try not to focus on leaks or whatever, because then it can be misleading. And I like to I try to be like an official source, I guess, for like news in Boom Beach. So if I'm saying it's going to be this and then it turns out to be something else, and it's kind of frustrating for people watching. So that's why I didn't pay too much attention to that to the start of the season, I guess. I'd rather wait till it's actually official and then cover it. But yeah, so I actually think this is a terrible idea. If I'm being quite honest, I think it's a horrible idea. Why? Let's use the Mechs for a second. If I can get off of Hammerman. Then we'll get into the results. But let's load up just a couple. We don't need many to show you guys to show you guys my point, I guess. So we'll load up just a few boats, and we'll go out onto the main base somewhere. We'll find a little adventure to go on. Yeah, so here's the thing. One, they cost an astronomical amount of gunboat energy to use. Two, as you can see, as they trudge along forward, they're incredibly slow. So we're probably not going to be using them that much. We'll throw Brick in here to see if that's going to help, but typically slow, tanky, tank-like troops on warships don't do well. Now, the one positive, the one good thing about having troops like this is it means people that don't have instant training will be able to get chests. We're not going to have like the nightmare like we did last season, where people off the start like they got stuck without getting any troops, or they were stuck with the. They had the choice of going rifle or heavy that was just past the 4th ER, or they got stuck with, I forget what it was now, I'm having a brain fart, but there was the one troop, it was like too expensive or too slow. Crying ears, thank you, chicken. You got stuck with crying ears, and yeah, it just became impossible to progress because you weren't able to get chests with them. So that was definitely an issue. That will not happen this season. Because if we look at last season, it was titled Freeze, and Cryoneers were available pretty early on, right? So I'm guessing that Mechs will be in the same kind of starting position. It'll be one of the first troops that we're able to unlock. So I mean, sure, it's good for people that don't have instant training. Typically, you can get heavies right around the same, so I don't think it's an amazing, like crazy kind of thing that you're able to get them to help out the people that aren't going to get instant training, be able to reload their troops really quickly. Etc., etc. But yeah, I think if the whole season is kind of based around, might as well retreat at this point. I think if the whole season is gonna be based around the Mechs, it just means like, okay, what else is there? Like those seasons typically turn into, okay, where are bombers? Okay, where are heavy choppers? You know what I mean? It just kind of like it takes away that cool kind of new function or whatever. I could be wrong. I could be wrong for sure. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. It takes away that like the new cool thing that we could have, and it turns it into something that's just kind of goofy or junky, or it's not really going to work. So I hope it's not like that. I hope they're maybe they tweak the GB or they tweak them. If I had to guess, I say that's probably not going to happen, and it's just going to be Mechs. Right off the start of the tech tree, which, if everyone has to use them and there's no other options, great. That's going to be fun. It's going to be different. It's going to be interesting. But like I said, I feel like they don't really work in warships. So, I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll go over what I think could be some strategies to use them. But for now, let's go ahead and end it here. Sorry, not end it here, but let's watch this. So, Season 18 freeze, 22 and 32 stars. Whew, not good. Not good at all. Really bad, actually. 574 battles fought. Not a lot of battles. 10 draws. Cheating, confirmed. But, just wasn't my season, man. Like, just towards the end, I talked about this kind of ad nauseum, but, so I won't go into it more today. But, yeah, it just kind of fell apart for me at the end. I felt like staying at 6 engines was going to be the play. I feel like that was, but I just wasn't able to capitalize on it. So, no excuses, just the fault of the chicken not playing, 1, enough, and 2, well enough. So, that was the reasoning there. But yeah, let's get into, let's do a couple just mock kind of player-based attacks, and let's see, let's try out some different things and see what could potentially work for warships. So obviously, mechs and bombers would not be bad, especially if you're using them in something like this, where we're going to be able to really reduce the cost of using all mechs, which obviously wouldn't be a thing, be too expensive to use, but mix them in with bombers, they could work potentially pretty well with. Now, the thing with mechs is they are ranged, so you see right here, getting them, you'd probably want to do the Japanese flare or whatever right off the top, just to space out the bombers a little bit and get them in a better position. But, I mean, other than that, they kind of stay behind them decently enough. You just got to be a little bit careful with the initial placement. But, yeah, so mechs are going to get wrecked by boom cannons. They're basically like tanks, right? They're going to get wrecked by boom cannons. They do okay damage. Not really. But they provide a really good wall of splash damage defense from the bombers. So, I mean, if there's not a lot of boom cannons, if there's not a lot of single target defenses, yeah, we could see this become, pretty much unstoppable. But that's kind of remained to be seen at this point. Let's go like this. Just nail that guy down. At this point, I could probably just launch barrage into the HQ. But yeah, so this could work. I don't really know what else we could really mix in with mechs to make them good. It kind of has to be bombers. Zookas tend to stand right beside them, so Zookas aren't really that great. Heavies maybe, although the heavies are a little bit faster, so they tend to just run right past the mechs. But maybe we'll try that next to see if we can get anything crazy to happen there. But yeah. We see one shot from this bomber to finish it off for us, and boom. Oh, no, it's going to be 2 shots. Make it 3. Make it 3. Starbucks, man. Some people ask me why my VP is so low. It's because I do not frequently clear my map. I don't know how else to say it other than that. I think the highest I ever got my VP was like what? It was definitely past 12. I want to say 1400. Maybe that's a stretch. It was probably closer to 12. It might have been 1250 because I remember that was my goal for a long time, and then I changed jobs and I didn't have enough time to play during the day as much. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. So let's swap the bombers out for some heavies and see if we can make that a thing. Other than that, nothing else is really going to work extremely well with them. Maybe riflemen, like a rifleman swarm. I'm trying to think of troops that'll be around at the start of the tech tree. Typically it's heavies, riflemen, Zookas. Bombers are going to be in the tech tree, but not until a little bit later. So we'll see if we can get this to work. Now, I am going to take out the shock launchers, just so we can actually see the attack. Where's the other shock? He's only got one. Oh no, he's got one way in the back there. So, yeah, let's say that this is an engine right here. So you see what I mean? The mechs are just a little bit too slow. They don't really provide any benefit to the heavies. They just kind of sit behind them. I guess if you're gonna just kind of mine clear with the heavies, that might be a way to go, to use 1 or 2 boats. But the main problem with the mechs is that they don't do enough damage. They're cool. I like them as a troop. I'm not saying that they're terrible or anything, but they need to do more damage for how much health that they have to be viable. Because right now, if you're gonna do an all mech Swarm, one, it's going to cost you, 12 times 8 GBE, whatever that is, well over 100. Someone will tell me in the comments. I know somebody will. But, yeah, I don't know. It just depends on what else is in the tech tree, really, at the end of the day, is what it's going to come down to. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of Mechs coming to Warships. It's going to be interesting. At the very least, it's going to be different, I'm sure there's going to be some crazy, like, mech rocket chopper attacks that we're going to see. So that's going to be cool. But, yeah, also, I think we have Crab coming this week, so stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think of that down below in the comments, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.